What's going on, everybody? Demboy's back at it. This is serious, all right? This is the best defense I've given y'all all year. Straight up, all right? This is some of the best defense since I gave y'all 146 last year, all right? Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. This is going to be a three-man shed that is completely broken. The shed is just unreal. First, let's go ahead and talk about the abilities you're going to need to make this effective. This is very important. Very, very important, guys. Please make sure you watch this. Don't just boop. So, one of the ends, we're going to have Edge Threat or Edge Threat Elite. And I like to have Swim Club as well, just because you're really going to have Swim and Club moves triggered over and over again. When you run into somebody with maybe an Edge Protector, something like that, it can give you just a little bit of an extra boost. So, not necessary, but does turn it up a notch. At defensive tackle, we're going to really want to have an inside stuff. I'm normally not a huge proponent of this, but since we will be in a big dime, I really don't want to be getting hit with some of these inside zones. So that really does make a big difference and will get your opponent away from trying to run the ball against this. Now, this is very, very key. Our other end, we're going to want to have double or nothing. So one of the reasons we'll do this is to hedge our bets against edge protectors, but also there is just some very weird thing within the coding almost, it seems like, to where if they have edge protectors and you have a double or nothing on one side and you have edge threat on the other side, it just makes everybody shed a bit more. Don't ask me why. Since I know I'm going to win sheds consistently, I've actually as well gone with instant rebate here. So again, that would be something that's maybe not as necessary, but I do recommend. So lastly, guys, we're going to want to put flat zone KO on our flat defenders. And this is huge because you're going to have people throwing a lot of quick stuff out into the flats. And these guys are going to really make that difficult. I really do have to reiterate one more time the importance of using the correct abilities on that defensive line, all right? You put two double or nothings out there, the whole thing falls apart. The only other ability pairing you could use would be two edge threat or edge threat elites, but when you run into a couple of edge protectors, you're going to have some problems. So we're going to be starting off in 146. Is anyone surprised that the pass defense I give you is in 146? Even if you don't know it, you are here because of 146 last year. I was the guy who put that out first. So, of course, my pass D this year is going to be a 146. We're going to go ahead and pick cover 3 sky. We're in the Ravens playbook. That is important. You do want to be in the Ravens playbook. So, we pick 146. Now, if you're familiar with going 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide, this setup is going to feel exactly the same to you, all right? You bring up your audibles. You go one to the left, just like you would 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide. And in this case, we're going to pick cover 3 lock. It's going to be right bumper. The setup is actually very, very simple for this. You pinch your line and pinch your linebackers. There you go, you're set. I like to go ahead and press, but whatever you want to do from a coverage standpoint, you can then go ahead and do. We will put out videos at a later time, kind of getting into that, so make sure you hit that subscribe and be on the lookout for that. What we're going to do with our users, of course, put them on a blitz. We're going to stand right in here. And at the snap, we just kind of want to come back like so. Or come at the center a little bit like so. And what will happen is we'll take the entire interior of his line and get them to run into the defensive tackle, which then leaves one-on-ones on the outside. Even if only 2 of them follow, maybe they're adjusting their blocking, it doesn't much matter because the shed is still going to be crazy. So we get them all 3 on me and create some good shed. And you just saw that without abilities. We'll go ahead and watch the replay, but that's about how it's going to look even with abilities. So you can see I get all 3 of the guys onto the defensive tackle, leaving one-on-ones everywhere else. And we get a great angle on that backside to get an instant win there. And then you can see DeMarcus Lawrence on the other side go ahead and beating his one-on-one as well. So if you play regs, you can still use this. You will still get excellent shed. You just got to understand what cranks this up to a whole different level is those abilities. So we're just going to run through that setup one more time quick. Come out in 146, pick cover 3 sky, bring up your audibles, one to the left. Cover 3 lock is going to be right bumper. Then very simple setup. Pinch line, pinch linebackers. Don't slant your pass rush in or out or add a contain. None of that, all right? Just very straightforward and simple. Get down in this gap. Just go ahead and run in here and try to eat up those guys to create your one-on-ones. So here, great example. You see they got their one-on-ones, but nobody won the battle. Well, that's because we don't have abilities. So if you're in regs, understand that. It's a great way to get one-on-ones. If you're sending 3 and you're getting 2 one-on-ones against 5, you've done a pretty good job. So as you can see, I actually allowed 10 points in an entire season and playoff run. Yeah, you like that? See, I don't know where I'm going to put the thing once I add it, so I'm just going to cover my bases. It's right here. Look, you can't see that? What, are you blind? It's right there. All right. Duh. And as you can see here in this footage with me just okey-doking this dude's life away, he scored 10 points in the Super Bowl, so, you know, I mean, he matched what people did in the entire season leading up to it. Shout out to him. But yes, I did win that Super Bowl. Make sure you go ahead and smash that like, comment, subscribe. Be ready for more behind this. Be ready for Rundy in the Ravens book. All right, 3-4 under. That's all that needs to be said right now. That should be enough to give you the confidence to switch playbooks, you know, so you can't tell me, well, there's no B9, how am I going to stop the run? 3-4 under, cover 3, press, play the high safety. That's the simple answer for now. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you stayed to the end of the video, all right? That's the benefit of staying to the end of the video. Dem boys, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you again. If you know about this Rundy, you are the real champ. Dem boys, peace.